Hey loves, how are we doing today? I'd like to speak to you about one of my core principles of coaching, and that is embodiment, and how it's just changed my life and how it will change your life. So the practice of embodiment is teaching yourself and teaching your nervous system that it's safe to be in your body. And the embodiment is really seeking for answers within instead of looking outside. And it's feeling instead of thinking. And it's being present. And it is feeling your mass, so where you are in relation to your environment. And why this is important, because when you can start to embody, when you start to know where you are, where you sit in your environment, you can change all sorts of things in your life. Firstly, the way your mind runs away with you and the way your emotions build up and run away with you. Now, why do we become disembodied in the first place? So when we're very, very young, like touch is the first language that we experience as babies. We're very young, we have our caregivers to provide us with nourishment, nurturing and security, and for whatever reason that doesn't always happen, and so we learn from a very young age that it's not safe to be here. And because our language is so limited and feelings and touch is the only language that we know, we teach ourselves it's not safe to feel. And what happens is our soul starts to detach from our human body. So instead of fully integrating in so we can have a full human experience, we're kind of floating around up here. So we find it very easy to go into our head. We find it very easy to pick up on psychic abilities. We find it very easy to tap into the spiritual realm, but we find it really hard to stay on our body and feel. And feeling is really the way to healing, because all of your issues, all of your emotions, they all live in your tissues. Meridian lines are very common. People understand the meridian lines is a network of lines and links that link the organs to the nerves, that it links the whole body. And so it's like a messaging system for your emotions, for your sensations in the body. And as I said, the true way to healing is to come back into the body and start to feel, not remember, oh, this happened, because your body remembers. You don't need to torture yourself remembering things. You just have to feel. And I personally found that breath work is such an amazing way to do that, because it helps you drop into the body and it helps you feel what's going on. It helps you feel the sensations. And once you start to teach yourself it's safe to be in the body, your nervous system and your emotional capacity starts to expand. So you start to rewire the brain and you start to build up emotional resilience, and you start to build up a stronger emotional capacity, because you're teaching yourself, hey, I'm not a little baby anymore, I'm bigger, I can handle more. So I think embodiment is so important, because you have to be in your body, because you are a human being. You are the non-physical. You came here to experience being physical. So that goes with everything else. Like, you have to experience that. You can't escape it. That's why you came here. And once you start to clear up all this stuff, then you can develop a really amazing relationship with your higher self and your intuition, which will guide you to what you're supposed to be doing and where you're supposed to be as opposed to being trapped in fear. I hope that helps, and if you'd like to talk about this further, please comment below or drop me a private message, and I'll be really happy to help guide you through unblocking some of your emotions.